Culture speaks so loud, news and sports in the crowd. Voices blend and break, conversations we create. Hip-hop beats go hard, reggae vibes in the yard. Stories old and new, in the streets we stay true. Let the culture speak, in the rhythm we seek. We're the voices of the now, stand together strong and proud. News from every land, stories start to span. Sports unite us all, hear the echo call. Feel the heartbeat strong, in the words we belong. From the city to the shore, tell our tales more and more. Let the culture speak, in the rhythm we seek. We're the voices of the now, stand together strong and proud. Hip-hop beats go hard, reggae vibes in the yard. Stories old and new, in the streets we stay true. Let the culture speak, in the rhythm we seek. We're the voices of the now, stand together strong and proud. News from every land, stories start to span. Sports unite us all, hear the echo call. Feel the heartbeat strong, in the words we belong. From the city to the shore, tell our tales more and more. Let the culture speak, in the rhythm we seek. We're the voices of the now, stand together strong and proud.
What's up? What's up? I'm Dayi.
I'm Jess.
Yup. Welcome back to the show, guys. Jess, how you feeling? I know you're feeling kind of, but
Yeah.
I was saying that we built up immunity, so.
I'm like coming to the end of it. Obviously, y'all can hear it in my voice, but I sound worse than I feel. I actually feel fine.
Yeah.
It's just my voice. It's just still like funky.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I'm good though.
Yeah.
It's been a very eventful week.
What's up?
Just a lot of the news coming out. I'm actually surprised you didn't put that as one of the stories this week about that David guy, where the 15-year-old girl's body was found in his trunk in Hollywood.
Oh, that one.
Mhm.
No, I saw that. The TikTok star, some guy making music.
Yeah.
I did wanted to do that, but I was like, man, it's too dark. It's too dark. I can't
It
get it.
is, but it's the truth, and a lot of people need to hear about this stuff because
Yeah.
it's social media, and obviously it was a young girl that was that built this connection from social media.
Yeah.
So we gotta. It's good to, but I also understand not covering the story right now because I do think also with that story, there's a lot of misinformation still being spread about it.
Yeah.
So it's not really concrete. It's more so of the fans speculating and kind of putting stuff out there. All we know is that her body was found.
Yeah.
The singer hasn't been arrested. They went to the singer's house and looked around, didn't find any, or they haven't released anything to the public yet, as far as we know. But the house was raided, investigated, inspected, gone over with a blue light for blood, and in drains, every spot of the house. They were very thorough. So.
And he's only 20 years old.
So that's what it's looking like right now.
Yeah, but again, heavy stories. We are going to get into the Charlie Kirk stuff, but we'll get into Culture Corner after sports news, so stick around for that. And yeah.
Oh, it's my turn. And then on this week, we have Tyreek Hill's domestic violence allegation now demands NFL suspension, leaves league facing another crisis over its zero tolerance policy. Adrien Broner booted from Cameron's podcast over harassment of co-host Stat Baby. That's the name, Stat Baby.
Yeah, that's Stat Baby.
And then Raiders loss in Tom Brady's booth role raised questions about NFL rules, team performance, and conflict of interest. It's actually funny how, we have a fantasy league group chat, and I said at the beginning of the game, when Tom Brady was in the booth, I was like, oh,
Yeah, people were saying
it's going to be their first year being successful because Tom Brady be cheating. Who said that? But unfortunately, they still lost the game, so I really don't think that makes a difference. Moving on.
Then in Culture Corner, yeah, we'll definitely get into the Raiders stuff. Jess will give her insights and some advice. Hopefully, people will hear this. But in Culture Corner this week, timeline and evidence how Tyler Robinson was identified in the Charlie Kirk shooting. Ayesha and Steph Curry's marriage rumors podcast and the story behind the drama. And then Congress shows video. U.S. HellFire missile hits UFO. Sparks unprecedented debate over secret technology. There's a lot of conversation around that. But we break down the news, add context, and give our honest take. Our goal is to educate, spark discussions, and it's for educational and entertainment purposes. So always stay to the end for viral views. Share your thoughts with us. Hit that like button. Share this episode with a friend.
And that's why we always like to come on at like around 6 or 7. Y'all can watch us before y'all go to the clubs and the bars. Y'all not out there yet. We know y'all not outside yet.
Yeah, y'all be.
You could be having this on while you getting ready right now.
For real. But this show is powered by Ecam Live. We partner with them for live streaming. Ecam Live is top-tier Mac software built for creators, professionals, and businesses. It features multi-camera support, real-time camera switching, screen sharing, overlays, and integrated audience comments. The intuitive interface makes streaming, recording, podcasting, and presenting simple with seamless integration across all platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, which we are live on. Ecom Live is the go-to solution for producing high-quality live broadcasts. Start your free 14-day trial today by QR code or link provided. Yes.
Let the culture speak. Gossip, sports talk. 7 days a week, from the courts to the streets. Headlines stay bleak. Talk shows out now. Let the culture peak.
Yeah. Let Culture Week Live, episode 55. Welcome back to the show. Yeah.
It would have been funny if you just played it again.
If I play it again. Yeah.
So, Tyreek Hill. I know you guys have heard this story many times before, unfortunately, with this same player. Why is Tyreek Hill still on the field amid domestic violence allegations? The Miami Dolphins receiver faces accusations from his wife, Kita Vaccaro, who claims he was violent multiple times during their marriage. The National Organization for Women's Kim Villanova, what? How you say that? Villanova?
Yeah.
Wants Hill suspended immediately, arguing the NFL doesn't just have a Tyreek Hill problem, it has a violence problem against women. With the NFL's investigation ongoing and no suspension issued, fans are left wondering, is the league truly tough on abuse or just protecting its stars? Hill had a standout game against the Patriots, 6 catches, 109 yards. But does his performance matter more than accountability? What message does this send to women, especially when nearly half the NFL's audience is female? As Hill prepares for the next game, the spotlight's not just on his stats, but on the NFL's response and whether this time things will actually change. I mean, we don't really know what the NFL knows at this point, but I don't think that at this point in Tyreek Hill's career, he's star-studded enough for them to be like, oh, but it's Tyreek Hill, we don't want to pull him off the field. I think it's probably just lack of evidence right now. I think they're still trying to gather all the facts. That's more so what I would lean towards. Yeah. Because, I mean, like, you've seen bigger stars than Tyreek in the past, get the boot, get suspended. If the evidence is damning, if it's, like, all there, I just feel like people still forget. Even though he does have past allegations, it's still innocent until proven guilty type of deal. or
Yeah, so if
I
the
guess
if the evidence is all there, if it is presented in court in the discovery, but what about all those people that are like, you know, calling her a liar, just let him play? But should they not play him because of these investigations? Is that warranted?
I don't. I literally have to read about their policies for real,
Yeah.
because I really don't know what influences them to actually take them off the field.
Mhm.
I don't know.
But with the past allegations and past criminal records, abuse and things, you kind of see how lenient they are about it. Like
Yeah.
they don't really do much for the players. They just let them play, let it all play out, and it'll just go away.
Yeah, and the lady is right. It's not a Tyreek Hill problem. It's a league problem. This comes out more often than not. Honestly, that's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully they'll do the right thing moving forward. I don't know their policies. Like, we really gotta, like, what are their policies?
Hill's attorney has publicly denied all allegations, calling them unfounded. The NFL's personal conduct policy allows for paid leave during investigations, but the league hasn't exercised it. Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel, right,
Yeah.
said the team is monitoring the situation. No court date has been set as of September 18, 2025. Social media reaction has been sharply divided, with Suspend Hill trending by Monday morning.
I don't know, but I want to at least club by club basis, they're pretty good at suspending the players until they know more information. I feel like, not the league itself, but I feel like the clubs take action a little bit faster than the league itself. Like, individual teams, when when the evidence is just
Overwhelming?
when the evidence is just overwhelming, I feel like the club takes action a bit faster than the league. And the fact that the club hasn't really done anything, it just might be there's not enough claims to back what she's saying right now.
Mhm.
And what did it say? And she said, over their married. Are they still married, or are they not married anymore or something?
I haven't looked further into it, honestly.
Because what did she say? She said...
I'm just reporting.
She said,
What?
let me look.
No, I think that was just Kim.
Yeah, she said that he was violent multiple times during their marriage. And I'm just, like, wondering, is this, like, a general claim? Like, she's saying, oh, through our marriage, he's been violent multiple times.
Yeah.
And she's, at this time, coming out about it, or... You know what I mean? Like, I'm just kind of, like, trying to see the angle here of maybe it was when the chain of events took place. Is this she finally came out about it because it has happened again recently? And all that, so to say, not to discredit her or anything like that, but it's probably, I guess the clubs are just waiting for...
I think we should just wait to get more information, but it is trending this week. Again, no court date has been filed. Tyreek Hill case is a reminder that the NFL has to decide what it truly stands for. You can't claim zero tolerance, then freeze when stars are accused. The league needs to be clear. Consistent process, either suspend players pending investigation or explain why not. Fans, especially women, notice the double standard. The solution: put policy before profit, pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that I'm, like, kind of thinking about it, they do kind of drag their feet a little bit.
Yeah.
They do drag their feet. But that's why I kind of said, maybe they're just waiting for a little bit more evidence, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's get
because
more
on the other hand, you can't just, you know what I mean? It's still word against word.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Again, debate, controversy behind this.
Right.
I think we'll bring it back up when more information comes up, or when there is a court set date or anything. So, yeah, we got a lot to get to, guys. So let's move on.
Yeah, hopefully justice prevails. Honestly, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, truly, truly, truly.
But as a football fan,
As a football fan, I don't give a fuck. If you over here putting your hands on people, you're an athlete.
Yeah.
You run over 20 miles per hour.
Yeah.
You get hit by like full grown men running full speed at you.
and kids and fans watch that, and they follow along, and it looks bad. It looks bad.
You obviously are a very strong, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
human being.
Yeah.
So to put your hands on your wife, allegedly,
It looks
any player that does that, I don't shoot.
We get it.
know?
Yeah.
I don't really care how much of a star you are. You shouldn't be doing that.
Tom Brady, let's go.
Mr. Brady! You didn't cheat hard enough. We still lost. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
He didn't gear up and get on that field enough.
Why is Tom Brady catching so much heat after the Raiders lost to the Chargers? And did he really break any NFL rules? Brady, the team's minority owner and lead Fox broadcaster, was seen in the coach's booth wearing a headset, raising questions about conflicts of interest and access to inside info. The NFL insists he broke no policies, but isn't it odd for a team owner to double as a broadcaster insider? Meanwhile, on the field, the Raiders' offense imploded. Geno Smith threw 3 interceptions. The team failed to score a touchdown, and Pete Carroll admitted we missed an opportunity. We didn't play well enough on offense. Marshawn Lynch and Carroll gave pep talks after the loss, urging the team to reflect and improve. Will the Raiders bounce back on a short week? Can Smith shake off his worst career start? Is Brady's dual role a problem for the NFL? The answers, like the Raiders season, are still up for grabs. That game, I had so much hope. And it just pissed me off to see, because coming into the season, we still kind of was like, and I don't know where the whole Raiders don't have weapons on offense came from, because I don't think that's true. They got Trey Tucker, the speedster. Like, really, if he get over the top of you, he's gone. You got Brock Bowers. Obviously, everybody knows he's a weapon, but they think he's the only one. I don't think so. You got Michael Mayer on the other side of him. He's a solid tight end as well. He's really, they're a nice 1-2 punch. You got Jacoby Myers. He's solid as hell too. That's why I'm like, what are y'all talking about? They don't got no. Yes, they do. But watching that game, Geno was not there. He was seeing ghosts on the field or something. He was overthrowing everybody. He was either overthrowing or underthrowing, but it wasn't on the mark. And I was like, and the defense gave them so many opportunities. Even down to the end of the game, Max Crosby was balling out. He got in that backfield so fast and made that running back fumble that you couldn't even blink before the ball came out. And I'm like, the defense showed up and showed out. They gave him opportunity after opportunity. Because really, the way the Chargers get down, they really could have hung 30, 35 on their head. Maybe even 40. But the Raiders defense really came and showed up. Because 20 points, and y'all didn't get one touchdown?
Right.
Oh, God. That was...
It was really the offense, yeah.
And with Brady, like, he's an owner. He wasn't broadcasting that night. He was in the booth.
5% stake.
He's still, you got to understand, that man is still all about football. He going to be in that booth. He going to see what's going on. He very, in tune with what's going on the field. He cares about the product. Y'all forget that Brady won how many rings? He want the team that he's had 5% stake in to win. He don't want to be an owner of a losing team, and he wants that to change right now. Even if his present puts a little pressure on the offense, I feel like that was just a present thing. Like, he want to be here. Like, I want you to feel me on the back of your neck, and y'all better make this work. The whole, is a conflict of interest? No. He been the owner for what, 2 seasons now? Mm-hmm. What are we talking about here? And it obviously didn't help them. They lost. So what are y'all talking about? And if the other team is dumb enough to give Brady intel like that, then, hey.
So what do you think they should improve, Jess?
Hmm?
What do you think they should improve as if you're coaching them?
They need to improve that. I don't know what's going on with that run game, but you know what irritates me actually? People already kind of coming down hard on Genty. I think that whole running back by committee is fine, but I feel like every time Genty kind of starts to get going, when he kind of starts busting through for 10-yard runs, then they pull him. Here you go, Zamir White, go in and run. And then Zamir White don't get shit. And then you let Zamir White get like 2 or 3 reps, and then you put Genty back in, so he got to get back. Stop knocking him off his rhythm. If the man is busting through for 10-yard runs, keep him on the field. Why are we taking him off? I don't understand. And I'm just like, I know Pete Carroll has Chip Kelly in there or whatever doing the offense, but when y'all had Marshawn Lynch running, y'all was not pulling that man off the field when he was getting in the rhythm. I just feel like Genty doesn't get a chance to get in a rhythm. Like, y'all pulling him off as soon as he start getting a little bit of heat on him. I'm like, that's like playing beer pong and I'm making every single shot and somebody want a celeb. No, I'm on fire.
What is your prospects for this upcoming game?
What do you mean?
Who are they playing against?
They're playing against the Commanders.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels is looking like he's trending towards not playing.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to go up against Marcus Mariota, which is not a gimme either, because you know how to until they prove otherwise, you know, people like, oh, they're not playing the starter, this should be a gimme game. They be making people, the Raiders liable to go out there and make Marcus Mariota look like prime Michael Vick on Sunday. Because they do that. That's what they do. You be thinking, oh, the backup, oh, we're going to get a win. Easy. No, not the Raiders. Raiders will find a way to make them look like the best team since sliced bread. So, I don't know. But I really wish they'd get that. If they can get that run game going, that's really it. I think if they get the run game going, the rest of it is cookies. I swear everything runs through the run game. If you can get the run game going, everything else is cookies. Let Genty stay on the field longer. Let that man get in the rhythm. That's my only advice. Geno Smith, he a professional. He been doing this. He'll shake that off. That was just a bad game. Like, there was nothing he could do. And really, he threw 3 interceptions. It really should have been 4 or 5. Because there was a few throws that they, like, this close. And they kept going back to it. I'm like, why? It's not working.
Oh, the same place?
Yeah. And I was like, they won. That was like them pick 6 plays. Them, like, little easy... I don't know what they call it, whatever.
I just let Jess rant because this is her thing, dude.
So
you hear her?
Get that run game going, and I think the Raiders' offense will start moving. Mm-hmm. They didn't draft Genty in the top of the draft for no reason, okay?
Yeah.
They obviously want a run game. It's obviously important. They needed to get going if they want to change it up. They want to take some heat off of Geno. And like I said, Geno is a professional. He'll shake it off. He'll be fine. I ain't worried about him.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on. After this last story, we'll get into Culture Corner. You know, Charlie Kirk suspect, the Curry's drama, Steph Curry and Ayesha, and the UFO HellFire missile. A lot to talk about on that. Yeah, let's get it. Adrien Broner.
Boxer Adrien Broner was kicked off Cameron's It Is What It Is podcast after repeatedly flirting with co-host Stat Baby, ignoring multiple warnings and her discomfort. Cameron stopped the interview, paid Broner, and asked him to leave.
Let's take a look.
You look so good in person.
Thank you.
For
I
real.
appreciate that.
Hey, what you waste that? I love you. What a guy. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Arabia, is that a real background?
Hey, Stat, could you stop
Yes.
Can you stop smiling? You.
Arabia is...
Nah, yo, bro, some G, yo, bro, some G shit. We gotta.
Oh,
have boyfriend here, yo.
all right. Oh, shit.
I told you that.
My bad.
Nah, like it's all like. Okay, we can move on to football then.
Stat. Oh my God.
Just Stat. Let's do the football. I guess that answered the question about Floyd. When I see you taking off some time,
I'm mesmerized by Stat.
This nigga here, bro.
I did not know you looked that good in person. My bad, bro. You're amazing.
All right, hey, we gonna have to ask you to go, my nigga. I mean, I have to ask you to go, man. I'm gonna pay you for your time, for being here. I appreciate you. But I love you, my nigga.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, no. I can't. I asked you the first time. I don't have no problems with you, but I'm gonna pay you for your time. But you can't violate, bro. I told you that.
I'm not, though. I'm not.
Nah, I told you niggas boyfriends in here. You know when my brother
shit,
know that.
my bad, bro. My bad.
Nah. But I appreciate your time.
Afterward, Cameron called Broner out publicly for his behavior, labeled him a junkie and an alkie. The incident highlights the importance of respecting boundaries, especially in public platforms. Stat Baby hasn't commented in detail, but her discomfort was obvious. Should podcast hosts set stricter boundaries? When does banter cross the line? The incident has people talking about respect and professionalism in public settings, and what happens when those lines are crossed. Hey, I mean, I think in the situation was taken care of right then and there. And I applaud that host for taking care of his people like that. He's like, he told him, he gave him a warning.
Yeah.
He gave him one more, and he obviously couldn't get over himself because that's not what he was there for.
Obviously.
And so he had to ask him to leave, and that's called protecting your people. And give that man a round of applause. Because, you know, a lot of people would just laugh it off and, oh, whatever, you know. But he stood on business, and he protected his people, so you can't be mad at that.
I mean, like, for women, like, what do you do in that situation? Do you want the host or any guy to step up and, like, put a stop to it? Is that the only way, or could she have spoken up at least? Because it seemed like she was just laughing, having a good time, and it seemed like she was just egging him on. But I don't know.
So honestly, you know, it really is. You'd really have to ask her that. But I know a lot of the times laughing is just a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Because like I said, women have gotten killed over rejecting men.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's there for an interview, and at the end of the day, she don't know if people are gonna step up and defend her. If she was to be like, you know, I'm not comfortable, like. Maybe she didn't want to kill the vibe. Sometimes I know women feel like there's a lot of pressure on them to not kill the vibe or be that person.
True.
Or they being too uptight. So a lot of women's response is to laugh. Yeah. Is to giggle it off. And a lot of times that is just them being uncomfortable because they don't know what to do in their situation. They don't know if they're going to get assaulted. They don't know if they're going to get killed. Like, this is real fear in everyday life for women. Yeah. That is literally a textbook defense mechanism, is just to laugh it off. Because she wasn't saying anything. She was just laughing.
She's like moving on.
That's why I was like, I wouldn't say she was egging it on. I just think she was nervous. Like, because if, you know, I feel like some women that are feeling it, they might have some banter back. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he gave her a compliment. She said, thank you. And after that, all she did was laugh. She really didn't have a response for him after that. And I think that was just kind of her like, okay.
So, like, just move on from that. But Cameron said on Instagram, I can't have people disrespecting my crew and expect a platform here. Stat Baby's real name is Treasure Wilson. She's an established sports analysis. Broner's history with controversy predates this, including previous public outbursts and legal issues. The episode's video has gone viral, racking up millions of views in just days. Several fans and media personalities have publicly praised Cameron for protecting his co-host and setting a standard for podcast conduct. Does this, what light do you agree with Cameron on Broner, basically? That he's an alkie.
I don't know anything about that extra stuff. They obviously, you know, he must know that man more so than I don't know anything about him outside of he a boxer.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I have no idea if, you know, maybe he came in there and maybe he was intoxicated or something. I don't know. Yeah. But he obviously wasn't on topic for what they brought him there. Because at the end of the day, they brought you there and you're getting paid. They brought you there for an interview. He didn't bring you there to
flirt,
rizz up his co-host the whole time. You know, you there for a reason.
True.
And he was still courteous enough to still pay him. You know what I mean? For his time.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
though he didn't accomplish what they brought him there for. So,
Right.
you know, so he did what he needed to do. Like, at the end of the day, even if it's a podcast, it's a talk show, it's still a
Respect.
job. You're still getting paid for it. And I think people kind of forget that. You know, professionalism a lot of time kind of flies out the window.
Mm-hmm. I think he was too comfortable too.
Yeah.
He thought, hey, I'm just gonna let this fly, and I guess caught off guard, saying, hey,
Yeah.
you gotta go.
And I don't feel like she needs to the girl needs to make a statement that the man he protected her, and I don't think she would come out and make a statement either, because you know all people are gonna do is try to dissect that. It was taken care of. That's why I said it was taken care of right then and there. Nothing
on.
further really needs to be said.
Yeah.
He took care of it. He protected her the best he felt he should, and the situation was nipped in the bud and over. So
Yeah.
I think it all went how it should have went.
Yeah. Cameron did the right thing by shutting it down. So when Broner wouldn't quit protecting Stat Baby and the integrity of the show, if you're in the public eye, professionalism matters. So the solution: be direct, have clear rules, and don't hesitate to act if someone crosses the line. Yeah, and true, ladies, speak up for yourself too. And I know you don't want to put that on a man, and men need to start reading the room and see the uncomfortable situation that your co-host or any woman is under, and step up and do the right thing for sure. Yeah. But yeah, let's move on. Quickly mentions, all right. Week 3 in fantasy football is chaos for managers thanks to a wave of injuries to stars like Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, correct? Right?
Yeah.
And Justin Fields. Anything on that, Jess?
Yeah, like I told y'all last week, the injury bug is hitting, and it's hitting hard, and it's hitting fast. It's taking out the quarterbacks. Oh, my God. And I'm feeling real bad for Joe Burrow, because he was my fantasy quarterback, too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really upset about that. He's essentially, I want to say he's out for the season, because surgery, he's going to be out 3 months.
Toe injury, right?
Yeah,
Damn.
grade 3 turf toe. And I just don't understand. You got, you paid your wide receivers. Cool. You locked them down. But that's still not an excuse why over these last few seasons, because y'all just paid them this season. These last few seasons, y'all should have been building that man's offensive line. Why won't y'all give him an offensive line? I don't understand. He's a stand-in-the-pocket quarterback, and he getting... Don't be surprised if he pull an Andrew Luck, because he been getting beat on since he got in the NFL. That is crazy. Mm-hmm. And he's so good. Like, honestly, I feel like the Bengals should have, like, a Super Bowl with him by now. But he don't got no protection. I think he's made it through, since he's been in the league, 3 seasons, made it fully through.
Mm-hmm. Any pick options that you're looking out for? Any defense picks options that you have lined up, or?
Oh, for my fantasy?
Yeah.
Oh, I already made my moves. Made a couple trades. Got Matthew Stafford. He's still performing now. I feel a high level. Mm-hmm. It just depends on in your league who's available.
Yeah.
Because Joe Burrow, he gone. I want to say essentially he gone for the season. Jake Browning, hey, some people might want to pick him up. I know he threw a couple interceptions, but he's still pretty good. Hey. Mm-hmm. You never know. He could carry them until maybe Joe Burrow come back or something. Who knows?
The November 14th showdown between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis has relocated from Georgia to neighboring Florida. ESPN learned on Wednesday the clash, which will be live streamed on Netflix, will now take place in the Kaseya Center. I don't know. But Damien's Dash, September 16, 2025, Breakfast Club interview turned explosive as he questioned Charlemagne the God's masculinity, threatened violence, and falsely claimed he was named Revolt TV's chairman. Assertions Revolt later denied, The interview followed Dash's bankruptcy filing and included shots at Jay-Z, leading to widespread social media backlash over Dash's behavior and credibility. Did you hear anything about that?
I did it.
Oh, it was a crazy interview. It just seemed like he was controlling the room and very sensitive because he was trying to squash any rumors or anything that he is completely broke. I don't know much about Dame Dash, but that interview was crazy. That's all I gotta say. In California, AB 495, the Family Preparedness Plan Act, has passed the Senate and heads to the governor, Gavin Newsom. The bill will allow non-relatives and family friends to sign caregiver authorization affidavits, letting them enroll kids in school or approve medical care. Supporters call it vital for emergencies, but critics fear it would bypass parents and compromise child safety unless strict safeguards are implemented. Basically, this is what I'm hearing. The backlash is that anyone could file an affidavit, non-relative, like say you could file an affidavit to take my kids out of school, non-relatives and stuff. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing, the backlash behind it. But, and then one more. Let me get it. Was it? ABC has pulled Jimmy Kimmel's late night show off the air indefinitely, an unprecedented move that followed backlash from affiliated broadcasters over Charlie Kirk's conservative activists, like bad comments about that. Do you have any thoughts on that? I know you heard about that one.
You know I heard about that.
Yes.
I did hear about it, but no more freedom of speech, I guess. I don't know.
I don't
y'all
know.
fine with it?
Yeah, people are saying that. I think I don't want it to be divisive or anything, but you know, when Trump was being banned off the internet and stuff, people were okay with that. Was that a violation of his freedom of speech? But I get it. It's a private company. You know, who's really watching Jimmy Kimmel? Like, honestly, are you watching?
A lot of people. I don't watch him, but
younger
a lot
people.
of people were upset. They were talking about canceling their Hulu and their Disney Plus. They mad about it, but
I would say the younger generation. Well, this is not, and I don't know. It's too political. I guess his jokes are funny for the boomers or so, but not for me personally. I don't really care. He could do whatever he's gonna do. Start your own thing, dude. I think he'll be totally fine.
yeah, but it's still a kind of
Controversial. Yeah.
yeah, just
Free speech. Yeah. I get it.
You got to look deeper into it, y'all, because it's like that's kind of getting a little scary. Because even when you watch what he said, like, you know, I get what they're saying, like, oh, you can't pin that on, you know, MAGA or whatever. But in the grand scheme of things, what he said wasn't even like horrible enough to do all that, though. I'm like, that's kind of a crazy reaction, but okay.
And he like somehow doubled down on the false stuff. But we'll get into the Charlie Kirk stuff too, like give our thoughts about it. I've been diving deeper into it because it's been trending all week. But yeah, we'll get into that for sure. But let's get into Ayesha Curry. Why is everyone obsessed? Why are you laughing at me? Why is everyone obsessed with the Ayesha Steph Curry drama? It started with Ayesha's Red Table Talk remarks about craving outside attention. Was she ungrateful or just honest? Social media pounced, fueling rumors of an open marriage that Ayesha called ridiculous. Then she appeared on the Call Her Daddy, saying she hated being in the spotlight and wasn't ready for motherhood. I compiled a couple more, like 4 clips of it, so let's take a look.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. I just didn't think it was going to be a thing. I thought we would be friends. Yeah.
Did you ever have anything in high school at all, or it was legit just friends?
No, just friends. Just friends. Yeah.
I get what you're saying of like you never saw him as something, but I'm like, when you look back, Is there any memory that you're like, maybe there was something or no?
No, never. I didn't know that he was going to end up playing basketball. Like he said he wanted to be a high school basketball coach. Like I thought I was going to be like the girl out there getting it. So I didn't know.
Women can experience this like mom guilt of like, if I have a career and I'm not home, like did you experience that?
I still experience that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this.
Did that mean trouble at home or just a woman being real? Well, I watched it and it didn't seem anything like that.
Yeah, what I took away from that is that she just I feel like she was reflecting. Like, she didn't know where their life would be at right now. I feel like she was just reflecting in that moment, like, oh, when we were here at this point in our lives, I didn't think that I would be a stay-at-home mom. She just said that she didn't even think that. What the heck? Why your brother in the backyard?
Hash?
Yeah.
What the hell? You can wait.
He didn't. I just think that she was reflecting, and she didn't think that they would have made it that far.
Yeah. The internet sure had opinions when Killer Mike laughed at a viral skit and Ayesha embarrassing Steph. Did Steph just take it? Let's take a look.
I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but Ayesha Curry is putting in maximum effort to let the world know that she is struggling with trying not to cheat on her husband. And because she can just smell an opportunity to embarrass this man, because she gets on every interview telling everybody about just how frustrated she is with his success, how frustrated she is that women desire him, how much she wished it was her being lusted after by people who don't give a about her, how desperately she wants to get attention from other men, how locked down she feels with the kids. Every interview she goes on, she unwarrantedly forces us to listen to her vent about her not wanting to be with her husband. She wants to go be Glorilla or something. Like, we get it, bro. Just go drop an album or something. Like, stop embarrassing this man, bro. It's getting pathetic.
Not a chance. He defended Ayesha as always, saying, nah, not you, Mike. I'm cool. Staying silent and letting these other clowns have their moment, and you're the worst of them. Boo Wood 234. But you're better than that, Killer Mike. Stay in your lane and let God keep blessing me, pretty much.
Yeah,
but, yeah, go ahead.
From what I heard, it just sounded like she was reminiscing, like, when we were at this point in our lives in high school, you know, he thought he was going to be a gym teacher. She thought she was going to be a girl boss. And there's nothing wrong with reminiscing. And then to the dude that was talking about she forcing us, nobody is forcing you to sit through any of her interviews, my good sir.
Yeah.
If you feel like, if you know that's what she's going to talk about, turn off the interview. Move on.
She even said in the beginning, like, this is gonna cause some controversy.
Like, she can speak. She's allowed to speak her truth, and the things that she's saying is in past tense. So to run off with all these allegations, this is trouble at home.
Yeah.
She's just talking about she didn't think that they would be here now. She didn't envision that back then. And if they had a friendship back then, they weren't romantically involved. They were just friends. He wanted to be a gym teacher. She thought she was going to have, you know, like she said, she was going to be over there getting it out the mud, being you know, a career person. Woman. Yeah, she didn't think that her husband would become a star NBA player, millionaire, and she was going to be a stay-at-home mom with, 3 kids? Yeah. And this is where they are now. I'm pretty sure she's not saying, oh, I don't want to do this. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't continue to pop out these children if she didn't want to do it.
And I think it's just people just like picky about things, and
right?
Just want to like get views, start a controversy, you know, get people talking.
Yeah,
but
they just
like,
gonna pick apart what you say. That's why. Bring back to when you asked me the other girl why she didn't put out a statement when old boy defended her. There's no reason to put out a statement because all people going to do is what that man just did. Pick apart any little thing she say. There's no point.
True.
Protect your peace. Because why? There's going to be people out there that agree with you say and people out there that's going to hate on what you say. And if you don't feel like dealing with that, don't don't. It was taken care of. It was handled.
I do stand by the rule that, you know, you shouldn't talk about your own personal relationship to any strangers or anyone, because you're just bringing controversy and problems into the unwarranted problems into the relationship. I totally believe that, and this is just totally bad. I think they had the conversation like, yeah, go out, say what you want to say, and that's totally fine. But there's people out there that wants to pick shit out of it and start controversy.
And that's what you got to be conscious of, too, is if you put your personal life out there, your dynamic or what you dealt with in the past, you're putting it out there. Is as knowing as that man is, he had every right to put his opinion on it, because why? They put it out there in the public. It's now public information, and now people are going to put their opinion on it. So you welcome opinions when you put it out there. So you can't really feel some type of way when people start speaking on it and start speculating, because that's what they're going to do when you put it out there.
Yeah, they met at church as teenagers. She runs a successful lifestyle brand, I think, called Sunny July or something. Are vocal about prioritizing therapy. Yeah, Ayesha and Steph. Ayesha called out the double standard women face in high profile marriages during the Essence interview. Yeah, it's because she even said people expect her to just sit there, take it. You know, your husband's a basketball player. Just sit there and support him and look pretty. Like, don't do anything else. Don't thrive for your own career or anything. And she had like mom guilt too, that she's not doing the things that she wished she could have done. I hope she's thriving. You know, I ain't trying to pocket watch, but she's doing her thing, and the marriage is strong. That's all you could really do. So if they had that conversation before, I see no problem, honestly. Whatever.
Yeah, if y'all, like we said, if you watch the show, our show is full circle. Like, the things that we move forward, you can always go back to old episodes and reference. Like, last episode, when Dolly was interviewing couples about, you know, intimacy and all this stuff, and we said, as long as you as a couple are in agreement with whatever y'all want to do, speaking about each other, being with each other, do this, that, or the third, as long as y'all are in communication and are on mutual ground, it really don't matter what anybody else say. True. If y'all locked in and y'all agree, that's all that matter.
Yeah, true. But they're both media people, so who knows? Okay. So comment below your thoughts. What do you think thoughts on any of the stories that we did? Just any of these stories. And it's very transparent what we talk about, and stands the test of time, I think, the conversations we have. But yeah, comment below your thoughts. Let's move on, okay? We got a lot to get to. Yeah. How did Tyler Robinson allegedly pull off Charlie Kirk shooting, and what evidence ties him to the crime? Robinson arrived at Utah Valley University at like 8 o'clock in his Dodge Charger carrying a dismantled rifle. Did students notice him on the Losay Center roof? At 12:20 p.m., a single shot was fired. Why did he wrap the rifle in a towel, flee toward the woods? Surveillance and DNA on the gun linked him to the scene. What was said in his text? His boyfriend Lance texted, "You weren't the one who did it, right?" And Robinson's parents called police after recognizing him in release images. So the parents essentially turned him in, and there's text messages that seems like, in my opinion, doctored or created by, who knows, allegedly by the FBI. The text messages, if you see here, it's like, what? I'm still okay, my love, but I'm stuck in Orem for a while longer yet. Shouldn't be long until I come home, but I gotta grab my rifle still, which is supposedly his dad's, the old man's. Just a lot of things that a 22-year-old wouldn't really say, in my opinion. Days later, Robinson was found wearing the same clothes from the video. What was his motive? No manifesto, clear explanation was surfaced, but the FBI says Robinson carried out careful planning, transporting the weapon in pieces. He pleaded not guilty. Was this preventable or just latest in series of public tragedies? Do you want to say anything about that? Or do you want to hear what I have to say?
No, you do your thing.
Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of inconsistencies. There's a lot of poked holes in the narrative that the FBI has given. Okay, even from where the shot came from, the students are saying it's from the left side, the right side of Charlie Kirk. It entered here and then out his neck. We don't honestly know. People are saying it was from the camera, from the back. There's even after the shooting, you see videos of him carrying into the vehicle. Where was the blood? There was no blood coming out of his neck. There was no blood on his shoes or on the security guards. And there's just implanted people with cameras taking a video of it. It's just fishy as hell. And then when Robinson supposedly ran off, dismantled the gun with a screwdriver. They found a screwdriver on the roof, put it in his backpack. And when you see a video of him jumping off of it, off the roof, supposedly it was in his backpack, and that he changed his clothes, dropped the rifle, and it was attached together in the span of, like, I don't know. It just seems really fishy. And then when they find him after 33 hours, that gets my mind running. Like, if you know about Freemasonry, 33, and just a lot of inconsistencies. Yeah, they said that he was MAGA, but then now he's flipping to left wing because of he's dating Lance, who was a transgender or something pronouns person. And that is even with Lance talking like not even being investigated. He was held for a bit and then let go. Where's the investigations on him? Where's the autopsy? Everything's just so fishy. Where's the camera that was behind Charlie Kirk? Even after the incident, like, they dismantled everything. It was a crime scene. And they took out the grass that the blood was on and they covered it with cement. They just changed everything. Autopsy. That's my focus, is like, where's the video of the shooter, that he was prone and shooting? It's just a lot of things that got me thinking. What do you think?
I don't have nothing to say.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Because at this point, it turns into a conspiracy theory, and I feel like that's a conversation for a different day.
I mean, we'll
be talking about this shit for 2-3 hours.
Yeah, we could be talking about it, but no, we're going to move on from this. Like, I think this is the only time to really, because there is a lot of information. People got their theories of it's probably Israel, it's probably right-wing MAGA, left-wing liberals. It's all over the place.
A lot of things is going on in the world right now, and you don't know. And like I said a couple episodes ago, we're not going to know at this point because we're never meant to find out the truth. Unfortunately, it's like every story, a high-profile case is left on, and they give you this person did it, they're in jail. And then nobody ever really believes it. It always sounds fishy. But who's going to check them?
Everybody. Now.
But who going to answer the questions? Who going to get the answers? Nobody. So what does this end up being? It all ends up being like Leonardo DiCaprio's cliffhanger movies.
Yeah.
That's what life is. It's just a cliffhanger of a movie. You're never going to find out. It's going to drive y'all crazy for years. Y'all going to be talking about this man for years to come and never really know the truth. And I'm not finna get hung up on it.
That's what I'm saying. This is like, we're just...
You know, it's unfortunate for his family and him.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah. It's just a cut, dry case that the FBI said that this is it. Don't look any further. This is our narrative. Stick with it. Blah,
They're
blah,
not
blah.
going to give you anything more than that. Like,
Who are they
y'all
covering
gonna-
it for?
Like
That's
I said,
it.
any other information y'all get from this is going to be solely fans and other
Conspiracy theorists.
conspiracies coming out and other people that were close to him.
Yeah.
Because I know Candace going in right now with all this stuff.
True.
And so the only other information y'all going to get is from them. You're not going to get no concrete 100%. This is what happened. This is the truth. What they sold you is what they sold you.
Mm-hmm.
You either take it or you leave it.
There's a lot. Okay, Robinson had no criminal history or violent offenses prior to this incident. The Mauser rifle was purchased legally at Utah Gun Show. Investigators say Robinson deleted social media profile hours before the shooting. Forensics found partial fingerprints on the gun's bolt handle. A lot of inconsistencies.
And the
Like,
U.S.
where's
had
the
a vote
fucking-
today, by the way.
Well,
Yeah.
about what?
The U.S. said no for ceasefire.
Of course.
So there's that too for today's news.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Like I said, there's a lot going on. It's right now you can't keep up with anything because
It's a
and
real
I promise you they love it this way because who said this? What's his name? I can never remember his name. He was with the Trump administration on his first term. What was his name? Steve Bannon?
Yeah.
Steve Bannon. He said this. I think it was him. He said this. He said this time around, they know what to do. They're going to force feed you stuff from every which way. You're going to get this. You're going to get so much news that you're not going to know where to look. You're not. It's going to be, and this is why they're able to get all this stuff done. Because you don't know where to look. It's too much information going on.
True.
They're keeping you nice and occupied. So the real stuff they want to get done is going right under your nose.
Yeah.
Because you're being force fed so much information and not little stuff, but big events. You know, you can't keep up. You can't keep up. It's impossible. It's impossible. You don't know where to look at this point.
Comment below your thoughts. There's a lot about it. Yeah, we just got to move on. I'll be following along with it. But I think I came to a conclusion already. I already said it. If you follow me on Instagram, I already said it. So that's it. After this last story on viral views, we'll react to a man claims to have found an alien-like species within a meteorite.
Oh, shoot. I saw that video.
Causing a stir on social media. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. All right. HellFire missile. Congress shows a video. Okay, what happens when a U.S. HellFire missile bounces off a UFO? That's what lawmakers and the public are asking at their congressional hearings. Revealed a shocking drone footage from October 24 off Yemen. A military MQ-9 Reaper tracked by the Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office fired at a glowing metallic sphere. But the missile had no effect. Is this proof of an anti-gravity tech or something else? Let's take a look. Oh my God. You can see it's about to hit. And then 3 things just follow it along. Yeah, people are saying it's like debris from the HellFire missile, but they were the same shape and the same glow, anti-gravity stuff that was just following along. I don't know. It's super interesting, but Luke Elizondo say a missile should destroy any known material, yet the orb seemed to absorb or repel the impact, and debris was seen trailing it, supposedly. Why has the Pentagon stayed silent? Why did the missile's debris reveal? Lawmakers, including Rep. Eric Will this hearing finally bring answers or just questions? I think it's just bringing more questions, more transparency too. People want more disclosure on what the hell is going on. This is from 2024. Why was this kept away from us? And
we smashing it in 2026, dang near.
Yeah. And why the hell are you firing a missile at some random freaking thing that you don't know? Like, how do you know that it's not going to turn around? One day your ass is going to get blasted by something you don't even know. Why are you guys... Like, come on. It's out there already, okay? We've been reverse engineering anti-gravity crafts, all right, since the early 1940s or so. We've been doing it. There's technology out there that's being kept that only the 1% have. Underground tunnels, underground sea bases, the moon bases. I'm hearing there's Mars bases. We have the technology, and it's slowly coming out, creeping out, and Jess wants the end of the world, but I want this technology to come out.
Bro, why
and
you keep saying
free
I want
energy?
the end of the world?
Because you be saying that. You're like,
I don't be saying I want the end of the world. I just say that we cooked. We is.
What the hell does that mean? We're cooked as a civilization, huh?
We're cooked as a society. That doesn't mean that's the end of the world. It just means we fucked.
I want this technology.
That's it. And y'all gotta remember, when it comes to this technology, we've been had this technology before they drop it. Always remember, this technology been around for years and years and years, to the point where they were comfortable. You know how it was just early 2000s? Mm-hmm. We barely started getting phones like that. Like, they started finally making them smaller, and then they started rolling out, and they felt like the advancement of phones just happened like that. They been had this stuff. True. They always already have it. They just don't put it out until they feel that the public is ready for it, and they know how to control it once it gets out to the masses. They been had this stuff. This stuff y'all thinking is new, like he said, the 1%, they been had this.
Yeah.
This ain't new.
They have anti-gravity trains. I think China already has one.
They already got this.
Floats off the track and goes like 300 miles per hour.
We in the Hunger Games already, y'all.
Do you think so?
Hell yeah.
See?
And I don't volunteer as tribute.
Look at her. She wants to another world. But anyways, technology's out there. It's like, why the hell are we paying for all this shit? Like, free energy. Come on. Why are we doing
this? This is an experiment. And once y'all understand that, you can do whatever you want. No, I'm just playing. Don't do that.
What the hell? What the hell? The drone used MQ-9 Reaper. Yes, a staple in the U.S. military surveillance. Footage shows missiles debris apparently being. But do you find that was interesting? That thing was trailing it after supposedly it missed or hit it? Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what's real and what's fake anymore.
It could be real. Yeah.
Because I know they also have advanced AI. They've been practicing to trick the masses. So I don't know anymore.
Bitch, they can't hear you.
Oh, I thought this was like pick me up good.
No, you gotta like.
Anyway, yeah, they got advanced AI. I feel like to trick the masses. So you never know anymore.
Yeah.
Just like this video he about to show. I want to believe the dude, and I dang near do. But enough people that should believe him probably won't, because AI.
Yeah. Comment below your thoughts. What do you think? Are we moving in that direction? I really do believe we're moving in that direction, and the technology's coming. They just need to put it out. It's there. They just need to put it out. That's it. Viral views. We react to videos from the interwebs. The individual who identifies himself as Kin Online said he discovered a small silver-colored space rock in a fiery crater in Panama on August 29th. Let's take a look at the video. It grew. It fucking grew, dude. I was just waiting for it to like pop out at him or something. We're cooked. We're cooked.
We are, bro. Do you see that? That thing was moving.
Look at Jess. We're cooked.
Hey, if it's gonna give us superpowers, give me the superpowers.
So, I don't know. I'm really learning about this stuff. Yeah, that's crazy. If that's true, that is crazy. And you know, those beings are probably real in the world.
Apparently, all the labs he sent the sample to blocked him. That's what he said. Apparently, or that's the word going around. Is that all the labs that he sent it to blocked him, didn't get back to him.
Ooh, that's scary.
So,
who knows?
I don't know.
I'm looking into Galactic Federation. Supposedly, there's a federation. There's reptiles. There's aliens that are trying to help us with the white hats. Yada yada yada. Okay, there's a whole thing about that I'm looking into. I'm very interested in it. But yeah, leave your thoughts on that. What do you guys think? Because that's what I'm delving into. And if you guys have any comments or info about that, who are they? What are they trying to do? Are we ascending into the supposedly fourth dimension? Because we're 3D dimensional. But I don't know. Okay, that's why I need people. I need people on this show to talk about it and stuff. Okay, those are the people I'm seeking so we can learn more. But yeah, comment below your thoughts. Closing thoughts. Man, we went over, so we're gonna get into the positive note. Stay current on the latest sports. You know, we're dropping fresh content every week. Like, share, hit that like and share button. Tap the notification. Follow us. Just because no one else can heal or do your inner work for you doesn't mean you can. Should or need to do it alone. There is hope, even when your brain tells you there ain't. Have a great rest of your week. Stay blessed. See y'all next weekend. Peace out.